Welcome back. We already talked about Christmas lights, but what about everything else that makes the holidays so special? Things like Christmas stories and carols. Well, there's a holiday hodgepodge, sort of, that's coming to the stage, and it's this weekend only. It's called Every Christmas Story Ever Told, and then some. The actors Arturo de la Cruz and James Hernandez, along with the artistic director, Rachael, join us now to share more. Welcome, you all. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Good. Okay, so Arturo, and for those who may not know, Arturo actually works here at our station, but you're behind the scenes guy, so I didn't know that you do things in front of people. You're on stage, you're an actor? Man, what?
Well, I haven't done it in 30 years since high school, my senior year of high school. And I just felt like now is the time. I just saw to audition, and yeah, love it.
And now here you are in our studio, like sitting here being interviewed. I love this so much, man. Okay, tell me about what is the play about? What all does it entail?
Well, the play is about three men who are doing a Christmas carol. Unfortunately, one of the men, myself, wants to do the Christmas carol. The other two guys, not so much. So they convinced me to try to do other things and kind of broaden my horizons. And it just leads to a lot of craziness, zany laughter, and you name it, we do it, and we got it. So.
All right, James, tell me about your character. How does it fit into this whole plot?
I kind of look at myself as the go-between because the other character is more of a childlike, and he wants to do Christmas. He's like all frustrated. I'm like the peacemaker and the intellect of the group, and I like the idea of the other guys. Let's talk about, for all these different stories. My fun part is that I do voice acting, so we get to do voices. So they said, hey, can you do the voice from Rudolph, some of the characters? So we get to do different voices, which is a lot of fun. Like Hermie. Hey, Hermie, you're an elf and you make toys. So we get to do all these wonderful voices. A lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, it sounds like I was just going to ask you got to give me one of your voices here, but I love it. So Rachael, okay, as the artistic director, you have like a juggling act of sorts. Are you just trying to like reel everybody in because there's so much going on?
Yes, mostly it's just getting all the right people together so that we can put on these shows. So a lot of what I do is I found this play and I was like, you know what, let's do something a little non-traditional, which was, everybody does a Christmas carol at this time of year. And we're like, well, we like comedy, we like doing something fun. And when I found this play, I was like, let's do it. Found the director, and then we were able to piece everything together. And I've been able to sit back and kind of watch everything fall into place.
Wow. And you know what I love about it is that there are so many different cultures that are represented, different traditions. Why does it mean so much to bring something like that to the community?
I think it's important just to show how diverse, like you hear about the traditional Christmas, what we know to be the traditional Christmas tree, Santa, all of that. And with this show, I think I've learned so much about what other countries do and we're a melting pot. So why not kind of bring to the community, hey, there's all these other traditions to look into, and maybe something speaks to someone or someone goes, hey, I remember my grandmother talking about this tradition. And so I think it just brings our big world a little bit smaller onto our little stage.
Nice. Arturo, I see you nodding and you're laughing as she's saying something. Do you have a favorite part of the play?
There's so many. We do a lot. I think maybe Frosty, I would say. I think that's a
Why
really
Frosty?
fun. Because in the play, we don't know that the other character is setting it up because we're doing our own thing, and then all of a sudden he just appears on stage, and we're just like, what is that? We didn't talk about this. And the other thing I love, too, is that they're constantly trying to get my goat. They're trying to poke the bear and really get me to get to whatever point it is that they want me to get to. And, 1 minute they're, hey, yeah, that's great. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then they're trying to come up with ways to get me upset or to be the Grinch or, and they're always coaxing me into parts and to do things.
That's funny. James, it seems like you all just mesh really well together.
Definitely.
Was there a vibe like that within the cast that when people go to see the play that they'll also get to pick up on?
Absolutely, and it was from day one. When we did our table read, we got the script, and Arturo and I and the other gentleman, Jonathan, it was like an instant connection. I had worked with Jonathan because our group also does singing. So I'm in the singing part of it as well. So I had already done a performance with him. So I've never acted with him, but I knew he was a great guy and we had a connection already. And I had first time meeting Arturo. and it was instant connection. He's from New York, so New Yorkers tend to connect right away. So
Exactly.
but we already had a chemistry immediately before we even read the play. So the rest is like gravy. Once we got learn to play and we had that freedom now. I mean, we don't ad-lib too much, but we have a little bit of that freedom to kind of play with each other. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's a scene when he's talking about Frosty and Frosty's doing some weird dance. I've got to look away because I know I'm going to laugh in the actual play because he cracks me up. I have to look away because I know I'll crack up if I keep staring at him.
Well, you guys got me laughing here, so I know it's going to be a good time. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you.
All right, and tickets are still available for Every Christmas Story Ever Told and Then Some, which is playing this weekend at the Women's Club of Zephyr Hills. Daytime will be right back.